I do other things in the society. I mean, I have a lot there in the society, and I do my work accordingly, and I do good, and as I always did, and I maintain everything I originally worked on, and as I maintain, and and it needs advancement. So I keep working at it, and I have plenty there. I did communicate in the society. I'll just say a little here. I communicate, politically to adequately on adequate levels. I communicate to the Republican Party. The Republican Party hasn't been dealing with matters. The Republican Party has been communicated to since 1993. 1993 was heavily communicated to in the beginning of 2000s, and then adequately through the continuing years of the 2000s up to now, which is 2013. There's still nothing being dealt with on the part of the Republican Party, and everything remains excessively required. So anyway, that communication goes up to the recent times. I actually recently communicated. I made a presentation to say, hey, what about working out a part-time job or something, that can be done to deal with the matters involved, because it's very much requiring, and plenty is involved, plenty potential, and plenty merits, and plenty of necessities. So why not deal with the matters involved? And because I'm so busy, and everybody's so busy, and the situation is so extreme, so excessive, so much time involved, well, work some out for part-time. I mean, I'm on a good level. I mean, I don't need anything else, and I know what to do, and I can, function as I determine, and if I make an emphasis, it can be followed, it can be abided by, and stayed in accord with. So there's no problem with that, and it'd be good for me to issue orders and have them be followed. And there's nothing wrong with that, and it'd be okay, it'd be good. I'm supposing my authority, and that's another thing too, and they should respect that and honor that. I'm supposed to be treated well. So anyway, without getting into everything, but that's all true. So they should work something out. And I said, well, okay, what about some part-time? Because I'll do what I'm doing, and then do some additional as going along. And okay, what about that? Okay, there was nothing. No. Time went by. And then I communicated a little more like that too, and said, well, you didn't deal with anything yet. Why not work something out? Okay, that's it. Still, time going by, and that just continued up to now. That's the present situation. That'll continue until there is something else. Until there is something there actually dealing with the matters involved. Until there is a proper, appropriate, successful presentation made to me, something that I would regard and deal with. And success would be achieved with it. There would be the right results. There would be a positive reality. There would be adequate mutuality and contentment, and I would see that there, and I'd be dealing with it then presently and continuing. So that's the right situation, and that needs to be there. Until that's there, it's not, and it's just required. And they have been communicated to. I know most people don't know that, but they have been communicated to, and actually with the specific communication in itself, in its substance, they're well informed. They've already been well informed. There are primary parties involved, and everyone might not know it, but those primary parties involved are well informed. They have been well informed for years, and now it's not just right now. And what is that all of a sudden? Where's that coming from? No, all that's been there for years. So that's true. That's truly involved. That's truly what's involved. That's what the real situation is, and including most especially concerning these primary parties involved. Okay, anyway, and I continue to do well, and I'm successful, and I'll keep on doing that, and it's just there needs to be improvement the other way around. Okay, I'm still a long way off from being dealt with, that's true, and in the society, just cover everything here. I made some notes, that's what this is here, some notes. So as far as the society goes, the place would be different if I was being dealt with. There would be plenty there that is not the same as it's been, and it's not just because of me and what I'm going to do, or me just doing things, but it's a matter of checks and balances. So with that being there, it would be different from the way the society has been with that not being there. So that's another aspect, and I have plenty of potential, plenty additional, plenty that's not there otherwise. So there would be differences, and those differences would make a difference. The place wouldn't be the same. There'd be checks and balances throughout the whole society. That's locally to nationally and beyond. So there is a difference. It's a big difference. It does matter. And until there's progress, it's not there. Until I'm done with it, I'm not. You know, that's just the way it is right now. And it will remain because I've always said this, that these parties have to be not only respectful and competitive, but there has to be a right situation. There has to be the good intent, and there has to be the worthiness, even on their parts, or they don't deserve anything. They don't deserve a good situation or something that's meritorious when they will not be meritorious. They won't be respectful. They won't do things that are worthy. Then what can they expect? But the additional problem is it's leaving other worthy people, successful people, good people, not dealt with, not benefited, and everything is still requiring. See, while there's nothing there dealing with anything, I would still prefer there being something there dealing with anything, even if they're not worthy to deal with anything. But I'm left there with nothing there dealing with anything, where I would prefer there being something there dealing with the matters involved, so that there's a good situation for me, but not just me. Of course, me, I'm a person, I want to be successful and do well, but there'd be mutual success there, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And it also matters with checks and balances, as I said. Okay, anyway, that's also what's involved.